want to say. This is your show. You say what you want to say. We live now, but I
Okay.
mean, you want to say that for another time or something like
No,
that, or
it's not that big of a deal. I'm just trying to build our the TikTok social media
uh-huh.
portion up so that I can transfer this to my, all my, the people that I follow and follow me so they can follow us. So yeah.
That is in your settings. You need to find your stream key, right? You need to find your stream key, and you need to find your link. I think that's I'd have
But
to
how do I do that from here though? You know what I'm saying? From
you got
StreamYard.
you gotta do that from TikTok to send it over. Once you send it to me, I can log it inside of the StreamYard, and then bow. We can have it, and it'll go straight to your TikTok. It'll be live on your TikTok to catch all
Right.
that from there. So everything that they see here
So I'm gonna have to go
will
to
be
Philly.
there.
I'm gonna have to
So
go to
that's
Philly. 'Cause we've been talking about this for weeks and it hasn't happened. So I'm gonna have to go to Philly so you can help me.
or me and Smith could take a drive down there, or me, Smith, and the goat. We could take a drive down there and make a day trip out of it. How about that? Does that sound like something we can do?
That always works for
It
me.
always works. Well, since that's the case, we got all the technical difficulties knocked out the way. Might as well lost this missile. You know how it go. SimYB, 7 o'clock, it's at night, dark as shit. Old people need to go to sleep. But we up now, motherfucker. Let's go.
Warning. The thoughts and comments made by the host and guests of this show are not, I repeat, are not shared by all of the hosts on this show, especially not me.
Check it out, check it, check it out, check it, check it, check it out, check it.
Hey, Greg and a CE, call me hip hop junkie. Straight to your dome piece like Grass Monkey. All I wanna know, do you wanna get funky? CNC beats beat.
What? What? I don't know what you said. You had something to say? No,
Me?
I don't know. I thought she was getting ready to say something because we got
No.
DJ Smithster on.
I don't hear any DJing. He just
He can't. He don't know how to link all that together yet. He hasn't figured out how to bring that together. So we just gotta let him be.
well, y'all are closer to each other than me, so y'all need to go
Y'all
ahead
don't
and
hear that.
I hear that.
That sounds crazy though. That sound like the annoying neighbors from next door. That's what that sound like.
That's why I don't got it up all loud.
Yeah, because somebody in there sleeping, you gonna get a beating. You better not be playing it loud. Turn it down, gosh darn it. But it's cool. We're gonna get that aspect in there and we're gonna get that thing popping, man. I look forward to having that part, man. That's gonna be kind of live, having a live DJ on the joint and shit, dropping some hits and shit. So hopefully we can get some sponsors to cover any of our copyright issues from the shit that he plays. So that'll be that. But anyway,
any of the rights to any of
We
the
don't own, I was gonna say we do not own any of the rights.
Any of it. We own any of that shit.
None yet.
We do not. No, we do not. But you know how we do it. It's the MYFB. We kick it live and direct on these different platforms and stuff like that. And I look forward to this, man. I love the time that we share. You know what I'm saying? It's absolutely fabulous. We're going to have a great show tonight. We got a lot of things to cover and a little time to cover it. So it's like having a king-size bed with a little twin-size blanket. So we're going to get to it. We are going to get to the addressing first because that's how we always want to do this is how was y'all week and how's y'all life, man? You know what I'm saying? Let's get that part in and out the way. Smith.
Life's good.
Life's good. Shy?
I woke up this morning. That's all I can ask for.
Amen.
Everything else is extra.
It's extra credit on that one. You ain't never lied on that one, yo.
I just can't. I don't even feel right complaining about nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because there's so much going on. How dare I?
How dare you? How dare you say any of that? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But that's all great, y'all. I say the same thing. I think, you know, like God is dealing some great cards. You know what I'm saying? I might not win every hand, but gosh darn it, I love the hand that I've been dealt, man. So I'm gonna rock with it. With that being said, man, let's get into it, man. We got a lot of shit to cover and shit. So I'm gonna ask y'all, where should we start off? No, should I ask y'all? Do I need to ask y'all that this, that, and third, or whatever?
Y'all want to start off with humor or seriousness?
That's a good one. That's a good way to choose. What do you say, Brother Smith?
Hey,
We
man,
start
I'm
off
always
with
down to laugh. I need a laugh.
Start off with some humor.
We starting off with some humor. Okay,
Yeah.
all right then. Well, let's start off with something that you brought to the table. Some that old saying, you fuck around and find out, right? You know how that goes. So you fuck around, let's find out. Let's go.
Mind your damn business.
You gonna go viral for walking next to me and not doing a goddamn thing.
I was stupid, really stupid. Something told me deep inside, better not do it. What a dummy, such a dummy.
And yes, I did change my glasses. I'm having problems with my eyes, y'all. I got my new glasses coming, and I tell you, man, it's hard when your prescription change. It's like I can't hardly see. But yeah, he asked for that.
Yeah, he asked for all of that, and he
He
received
asked for
all
that.
of
And I've
it.
been seeing a lot of videos like that where, they're antagonizing people to instigate and start or to try to
Yeah,
push you.
pieced him right on up.
He told the bull.
He
Leave
said,
me alone, man. I'm a man. I'm being a man because I'm walking. Leave me alone, And the dude, and it's always the ones that get slammed, knocked out. I mean, you can always see it coming. All that hype, all that what he gonna do, and I don't feel anything. I feel like he kind of asked for it.
he did.
Man,
Yeah.
you want me
He
to
did
flip this
ask for
fucking
it.
chair over? Huh? And stomp your mouth? Because that's the only thing that's moving. You want to lose that?
He said, I'm going to stomp your mouth.
I love Charlie Murphy, and may he rest in peace.
How diabolical is that?
That's gangster. I never heard it put that way before. You know what I mean? Like, dang, you gonna do what?
To somebody that's paralyzed like this.
Oh, the guy was.
He said, I'm gonna stomp your mouth out.
That's who he was talking to. Yeah, it was a former, and he like this for the rest of his life.
Damn. I guess paraplegics can get it too, right? They can get it too, right?
Yeah, but we're not laughing
Hell
at
yeah,
that.
you running your mouth like that.
You're laughing at you're not laughing at the community. You're laughing at the.
We're not laughing at the community. We're not laughing at the
Absolutely
community.
We're not laughing at the community.
Because he wasn't laughing. The girl said, "You're not hungry no more, Daryl."
Play my.
Daryl lost that appetite.
Warning. The thoughts and comments made by the host and guests of this show are not, I repeat, are not shared by all of the hosts on this show, especially not me.
Yeah, I need my disclaimer, please.
Anyway, that was just a sentence.
Don't
we all feel the same way.
You handicapped people, we don't condone y'all getting fighting and getting beat up and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But if you fuck around and find out,
when you running your mouth, stop running that mouth.
Stop running your mouth. But all I'm saying is,
I think the clip was more about people who are emboldened to start crap they can't finish, right? And I mean, you don't want to keep making excuses for people saying, "Oh, he was high, he was drunk, he was this, he was that." No, he was emboldened because of the climate that we're living in, and for some reason, even though he was surrounded with all those people, he didn't feel like anything was going to happen to him.
No, he didn't.
Nope.
He didn't. There's no way that he thought that.
No,
And that should be studied. That should be studied.
That should be studied, but at the end of the day,
no consequences.
No consequences.
Wow, he got consequences.
I mean, he got it, but in their mind, they don't think that what they do will cause a consequence. They think they can just bark at people and humiliate, insult, call you all kinds of names, and nothing's going to happen.
No more. He don't think that no more. His mind has been changed. He look.
Oh Jesus, help us, Lord.
He's turned over a new leaf.
Hey, Mango.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
He definitely did. That leaf has been turned over, man. I can't move my screen, man. My screen is locked. I can't move my screen. Oh, there you go. Oh, okay.
You keep talking though. Just keep talking. We don't need to. We see you.
I see you.
I see you. Mango, I really like that song, bro. I really like that song. I was truly impressed. I need more.
One of our subscribers. One of our subscribers.
He's great.
What's up, Mango?
Gotta get him on the show so he can talk about what inspired that particular song. Because I love it.
I want to see him with a name like Mango. I need to see him.
You need to see that. I need to see that. Well, that's great. So I'm gonna go with you, Smith. Since Shy set it off, I'm gonna go back to you, and we're gonna change the mood just a tad bit. We went from funny and we're gonna go to serious. Now I want you to take account of what I'm about to play, because when I looked at it, I've always had the sentiment behind it, like I've never appreciated the depiction that was put on us about us. So here's a clip that Smizzy supplied with us. So we're going to give this, Smizzy has the floor, because Shy had the floor, but now Smizzy has the floor. And it's a clip that we got from, I don't know where you got it from, but it's from Smizz. Let's go.
Made in the mid-20th century. But these two cartoons are about Africa. Can you guess where they're from? Both were made in the mid-20th century. But let's take a closer look at how the United States portrayed African countries. This is the image that they show children. This is the seed that was planted in our brain about African people, completely untouched by civilization. Now let's take a look at the Soviet Union and how they did it. This is the exact same time period, but obviously there is a human aspect. A man smiling, growing crops outside of his home. The same people, but two very different stories. The indoctrination starts with the children.
Wow. So
that thing is deep right there, boy. That thing is
beyond deep. It's beyond deep.
I mean,
I remember that one at the bottom. I've never seen the one at the top, but I remember the one at the bottom.
You're not supposed to. You would never.
But how can they get it right over there and not get it right over here?
Because it was honestly,
it was intentional.
It was definitely intentional, and again, it's indoctrinated so that
it's a tool.
It's a tool. It's a mental tool. It's a mental crutch. A mental.
And correct me if I'm wrong. Is that bottom one was from Disney, correct?
Disney, Warner Brothers.
I'm not sure.
A lot of them played that same aesthetic when it came
And
to
you kind of low,
Africans.
bro. You kind of low.
You always say that, but when I play back, I'm good. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
That's why I
And
dirty.
keep
that,
I'm
playing
that
just
it.
was
saying.
and that was in the 20s, 1920s. They said.
Yeah, and they keep airing it. They aired it for quite some time, and I think the sad part about it is that that's the culture that it was looked at. Because even as a kid myself, I had the idea that all Africans was running around with bones in their nose and things of
Eating
that nature.
bananas,
You know what I'm
swinging
saying?
off trees and shit.
Yeah, hella fucking crazy and shit. But they never
I'll,
showed the
I'll
culture, the
I'll say
elevation.
this. I'll say this. You can't have it both ways. You can't have a movie about a TV show that came on every weekend about Tarzan, a Caucasian man
And man, conquering the jungle,
conquering the jungle, flying through the trees, talking to the
animals.
animals and all of that. Right? He was the king of the jungle, but yet and still, you showing us videos of us. Oh my God! I that thing just triggered me in a way I guess I didn't. I'm thank you for not showing it to me ahead of time because you're getting my authentic response, and I think it's despicable.
Like, like when I first seen it, and I'm like you, I remember that one from back in the day. But see, my family was a little different. My dad was with the nation, so he always tried to show me another side, a positive side to black people. You know what I mean, and stuff like that. So none of that really flew in my house. You know what I mean?
Right?
So, but seeing it, I still seen it though. But
Y'all
my
remember
dad,
back?
no, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm so sorry, Smizzy, but do y'all hear the little back thing with me, like staticky?
Somebody saying it sound like something saying something.
That's me. I hear my voice and then I hear it playing back in a staticky way.
So,
It's,
Yeah,
it's,
Mango. Yeah, those old cartoons get me hot too. Mickey Mouse, Looney Tunes, old cartoons. Oh wow, they were. They absolutely were. But what I was about to say, do y'all remember back in the 70s when Philadelphia public schools went on strike? You remember that?
no.
I, 'cause I went to Claire Muhammad early in the '70s.
Because that's what I'm about to go into. Because then at that time, my mom put me in a Muslim school.
You went to Claire
That was on
Muhammad?
our street. That was on our street.
Oh, out South Philly. Okay.
Teachers, the nation was running the school, and we had Muslims that lived on our block. So I went to that school. You know what I mean? And it it opened my eyes to a lot, like who we really are. And then my other good sister friend, her mom was one of the originators of a Doom Day. You know what I mean? And then I knew the other a woman that managed that created a Doom Day that lived on Madison Square in South Philly. So I was always exposed to who we were. You know what I mean? And had I not had that little bit of influence, I don't know how I would have turned out because seeing that, what we just looked at, seeing that depiction of who we were or who they wanted us to believe we were, it should have been, it shouldn't have even made it to film, but it
Shouldn't
did.
even have made.
But it
But
did.
somebody sat down and decided to do that. People made a
That's
decision, a conscious decision, to put that on TV.
and that's because none of us were in the room. There was no
Exactly.
diversity in the room.
In the room. But it's just like they was talking about earlier. Um, White folks own BET. So why would they try to uplift us with any programming at this point in time? Because you remember when we was young, we was listening to Jungle Brothers, Tribe Called Quest, all that Black
Black,
Medallions, and Peace and
poor
Love,
righteous teachers.
Poor Righteous Teachers, and then everything switched. Killing each other, bitch this, whole that. You know what I mean? It's
I
crazy.
don't remember where I saw it, but I remember seeing something some time ago, and I'm gonna try to do some research on it. And it was about these music moguls and these music people who went to a meeting, right?
Yeah,
Now here,
yeah.
you remember that? You heard about that?
That was the bull from the Poor Righteous Teachers talking
They
that.
went to that meeting. In that meeting, they basically said, "You
It's
come in
everything.
here, right? You
Yep.
come in here. If you agree to this, You're gonna get everything you need and want, but you have to follow these rules. I'm just giving you the layman's terms to what was said.
Made them leave their phones at the door and all that type of stuff. No,
Hey
nothing to
Trina,
record or
hi.
nothing. Where's she at?
She's in the chat,
Where's she
bro.
Oh, I thought she was talking about my wife. I'm like, what's up, Chris? That flew right over your head.
I heard what you said. And
then I was like this. Where's she at?
Yeah, you was looking all the way around. That's what I
got
started
her.
laughing
Hold
about.
on. I got her.
First of all, I ain't know Cookie's real name was Trina.
You tell it.
I ain't know. But hey, sis, what's going on? But anyway, yeah. So yeah, that was disturbing. I mean, what do y'all think about it in the chat? You know, thinking about, oh God, what's that?
Somebody headphones or somebody background.
That was me. I answered the phone and came back. Maybe away.
All right, Smizzy, you're gonna have to mute whatever that is. Yeah, yeah, that was despicable, and it's a shame that it's still going on. And then I look at some of the stuff I see on social media, and how they're indoctrinating the young generation of those folks to believe all of this false stuff. It's horrible. It's horrible, and they're not even giving them their skills to think on their own. I don't get it.
Well, only thing that we can do now is teach our youth the truth.
Yep.
And constantly reinforce the true narrative that we're supposed to have.
What about the homeschooling?
I'm not a big advocate.
I'm not a big fan of that either, because I'm not necessarily sure how much and how well some of are being educated. I do like the fact of some of our brothers and sisters have instituted their own homeschool facility or schools to bring your children to, but the capability of some of us to do it on our own with full-time jobs, smaller kids, life itself, households to manage, I think that can be a lot to juggle. But if you're capable of all doing and lifting that up, please, by all means, go ahead. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree. I
think somebody. I think my bad. I think somebody that may be homeschooling, like a mother, housewife. The husband handles everything, and she can stay home and handle that. Not saying that a working person can't.
Or he can stay home and handle all that.
Either or, one or the other.
Yeah. That's that show.
That's how I go. That's how I go.
It ain't just gotta be no woman doing it. The big. I tell you, boy. And since you had that to say, Shy, I got another mind your motherfucking business. And this reminded me of you. And it took me back. And it's like, this sounds like something Shy would do. And something Shy would say. And how she would handle it. So,
okay.
Let's spin the block on some mind your fucking business. Let's go.
Mind your damn business.
Who the fuck is y'all? I pay my fucking MTA thing. I don't want no dog on me. I don't have to have a dog on me. You want to record? Huh? Miss Vanilla, you want to record? Come. Yeah, I said it. What the fuck you want to do? What the fuck you're going to do? And then you got a lot of shit to say. Let me record you too.
Hi.
I'm going to record you too. All y'all motherfuckers got shit to say. I'm going to record all of y'all.
Let's go.
Well, so what if my mouth is foul? I'm a fucking 46-year-old woman. If he comes in here with a dog and is on me, I can say I don't want the dog on me. That dog should be in a motherfucking bag, motherfucking, for the first place.
You're 47 years old.
Okay? That's number one. So mind your business. Mind your motherfucking business.
Shout out to the New Yorkers.
Absolutely right.
She was in New York for sure.
Absolutely right.
She was right. Yeah, come
no
on.
doubt.
New Yorkers.
Absolutely right.
I am
First of all,
a
the dog should be in the
I'm a dog owner. You don't do that. You do not do that on a crowded stream like that. You don't know who's allergic to animals. You don't know. People don't know if your dog how well trained your dog is. You need to have your dog in a confined environment, and it's for your animal's protection too. So I
Yep.
agree. I agree with sis all the way, and I know why you thought about me, but I have been saved from that life.
Smith, you ain't
I'm
going
in my
for it.
soft girl era. I don't do that anymore.
Smith, you ain't going for it. As a New Yorker, like I
Uh,
like the fact how she was like Miss Vanilla.
yeah, I called you that. What you gonna do about it?
You know what, y'all? Sometimes you do. Sometimes you have to
Just gotta let it out.
show them.
Check them
You
out.
got to show them better than you can tell them, because people, what we just talked about earlier, people are always trying you. How many times am I supposed to turn the other cheek?
Don't come up on here with that shit. Don't come up on
I
here with
agree
that
fully.
shit.
How many times?
I'm not turning that cheek. I'm not turning it anymore.
And then, videos, we got to remember, with videos, we only catching that little piece. We don't know what transpired before that. You don't know what them people had said to her because
But
she checked somebody about their dog.
But a
You
lot
don't
of it in those snippets say it all. You know what I'm saying? You capture the essence in a lot of those videos, because about time it's gotten to that point that you can pull your camera out or somebody's done it. The dull shit, that's the shit before that don't even matter. You've gotten right to the juicy part that makes sense, and you can summarize all that up in one joint, man. So again, first, let me say this. Let me say this. Shout out to that black woman in a crowded MTA and stood her ground. You know what I mean? Because I know in a lot of instances, y'all black women are attacked. You know what I'm saying?
always, constantly,
Constantly.
we have to walk in a space of on guard.
Definitely.
All the time.
And she said in the other portion of the clip that, she had called her husband, and her husband was meeting her at the next platform. So it was going to be on and popping any month.
As
way.
he should.
But,
he should.
I mean, for real, the idea that people want to, again, like how the first clip played, that they think they want to be antagonists in situations and think they can get away with it. This is a whole new generation of black people. Now, don't get me wrong. I am not advocating violence, racism, any of that.
They not our grandparents.
They not our grandparents. They are not. We are not our grandparents.
I don't even like that language. I don't like that terminology. You know
I know
why?
you don't. I know you don't like that. But
I don't like that when people say we are not our ancestors. We don't have the wherewithal that our ancestors had, because do you know how much strength it took to not do the things they couldn't do in order to survive? They are stronger than I can even dream about. We have some freedoms left where we can do what she did. Imagine not having that.
But honestly though, in that standpoint, look again how we were indoctrinated. What about all those cases where there were people that took that same stance that they didn't even promote? They didn't even show. They just showed the people that was willing to stay calm and resist and, bow down and all like that. I can't believe that every 9.9% of us in those day and ages took the stance of being reserved.
Oh, you're right. Nat Turner didn't. Nat Turner didn't.
And I'm not even talking about Nat Turner. I'm talking about, Chucky,
regular
Mr.
folks,
Miller,
regular folks.
Regular folks that was there in them times and age and this, that, and the third, that said, you know what, I had enough of that shit, you know what I mean, and stood up for that. But that's where I'm gonna put that. And I'm gonna park that right there. I don't want to get on my soapbox, huh?
And I like sis glasses too. So I know.
She said I'm a 46 woman. Yeah, I got a foul mouth. Yeah, Miss Vanilla.
I'm grown, Miss Vanilla.
I'm grown. Yo, so that's that, man.
I've been cursing since I was 8-9 years old.
We know.
Wow.
And you still cussing. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing changed. But hey, listen, that's a part of being an adult, man. That's definitely a part of being an adult. Yes, indeed. Now, so let's change the mood up. Let's switch it up again. let's get into something else, man, because this one's gonna be a little bit different. But you know how it goes, and since sister girl ain't here, I thought it only right that it's time for Goat to have the floor. So let's get into some. Let's ask Goat.
Ask Goat.
Bring that ass here, boy.
Yeah. So this is
and
ask,
again and
ask,
again
and again. What?
and again, I'm going to advocate for this to be a team activity. Let everyone participate in this activity.
But y'all are
I've been at,
participating.
I've been asking this for over 100 shows. I want my way. I want my way.
And you shall have it.
And you shall have it.
Thanks, Mama.
Wow.
No, I just like this
Wow.
segment. I just like the way it's laid out. You know what I mean? I like it.
So
You did a good job.
we decided to get Goat on some HR questions and to get her ideas and opinion when it comes to HR and workplace situations, this, that, and the third. So this is how we set it off.
Workplace etiquette
and workplace etiquette and everything above. So let's how it's kind of started off. Let's start it off.
can't hear it. You're gonna have to repeat whatever it is you're asking her because
Can you hear Smiz? Can you hear? You can't hear nothing? You
yeah,
hear just a
so
little
Mango
bit?
said it's low too.
Oh, Mango said it's low too.
Yeah, so you can't blame me. Repeat the question.
Oh, okay.
She's right. It's low. It's a little low.
All right,
It's
okay.
a lot low.
He said it's a lot low. All right, well let's boost it all the way up. So we asked Goat. Let's see if this play. Well, let's do a quick test first. Can you hear this?
Okay, we are back with another episode of Ask Goat. What up, Goat? What up, y'all? What up?
You still can't hear it? Oh my goodness.
Just go ahead and repeat the question so we can get to it. What did you ask her?
So it's two parts to this question. And the first part of the question is, would you have sex on the job? I asked Goat, would she have sex on the job? And I asked you, what do you think Goat would say?
Yes. Emphatically yes.
What do you say, Shy?
I want to believe, especially at her job, she would say no.
She's gonna find the way, Sha. She's gonna find the way.
No, come on, Goat, please. What she say?
So when I asked her that, I also asked her, but if you were the boss and caught someone else having sex on the job, what would you do? So what do you think that she said to the second part of the question?
She gonna tell them to keep that shit under wraps. She gonna let them ride. She gonna let them ride. You know why she gonna let them ride? Because she was watching them for a minute. She was watching them before she even went over there and said anything. You know what I mean? So she gonna understand because
Disclaimer, please. Disclaimer, please.
Warning, the thoughts and comments made by the host and guests of this show are not, I repeat, are not shared by all of the hosts on this show, especially not me.
Wow.
What I'm going to say is she going to MYFB because she ain't that kind of boss.
Okay. Well, let's see what she said to both of those questions. Let's just see.
All right, Goat. Here is your first question. So you can answer however you want. Someone want to have that type of question. Someone want to have whatever, but it's all up to you. Okay. So here's your first question. Would you have sex on the job, but if you were the boss and caught someone having sex on the job, what would you do?
What she say?
You gonna have to translate, bro. What she say?
I know that is one company that motherfuckers probably want to work for. Y'all want to get them applications in, because Goat is hiring and y'all can get busy. As long as y'all don't get caught up in this motherfucker. Okay.
I told you. I told you what she was going to say.
He nailed that one on the head. Yo,
Put my mask on.
Put it on, guys. Darn it. Put it on. So
Don't put it on. Don't put no mask on.
It's too late now. We already seen your face. We already seen your face. Here's the next one. It said, I asked her 2 questions again. I said, and this one's right up your alley, Smizzy. It's right up your alley. This should be a layup for you. It says, should people be allowed to smoke weed on the job? Should people be allowed to smoke weed on the job? What do you say about that?
No, you shouldn't be allowed to smoke on the job. I don't agree with that.
You shouldn't be allowed to smoke weed on the job?
No.
Okay.
Not on the job. Not on the job.
Not on the job. What about you, Scott?
Nothing like that. Nothing.
Not at all. Not at all.
No, absolutely not.
Okay, so I also asked her, who or what job could smoke on the job? And I gave her a list of doctors, trash collectors, lawyers, or bus drivers. Which profession do you think she said they could smoke on the job?
I'm not guessing, because none of them supposed to.
Brother Smith. Well,
the trash men definitely be smoking on the job. Some of the trash men definitely be smoking on the job.
Definitely.
In Pennsylvania?
In Philadelphia. How about that?
Okay. Let's be specific.
In
the district too.
I do not confirm nor deny or condone any of the.
It's all speculation.
Disclaimer.
Well, let's see what Goat had to say.
Y'all don't remember all the trash people that got fired years ago for getting high and drinking and stuff on the job? This was like 20 years ago.
It was probably a lot of people.
I know somebody that was a part of that.
Well,
they used to go get drunk, blow all that on. I ain't saying they was doing it during the route, like while they was working. But when they pull over and do they
warning, the thoughts and comments made by the host and guests of this show are not, I repeat, are not shared by all of the hosts on this show, especially.
All right, man.
I got you though. I got you.
I'm telling you actual factual studies.
I got you, baby. I got you. But let's see what Goat said. Let's see what Goat had to say.
All right, here's your second one. Now, this one is multiple choice, all right? Okay. Should people be allowed to smoke weed on the job? But who shouldn't smoke weed on the job? So let's ask you first. Should people be allowed to smoke weed while they're on the job? Hell yeah, hell yeah, keep it calm. You want to study and shit on that motherfucker. All right, but look, who shouldn't smoke weed on the job? Let me give you a list of people and jobs to choose from. Okay. Doctors, trash collectors, lawyers, or bus drivers. Who shouldn't smoke weed on the job?
Everybody but the lawyer and the trash collector.
I say they all can smoke. You letting them all smoke. You letting doctors be in there high and motherfuckers. You be calm, like you need to smoke real quick. Like you can focus on the job. Oh, okay. So it's about
absolutely not.
Okay, all right. So you know, like he just cutting you open and just flicking ashes all up in your shit, huh?
Well, not flicking it up in, but before you flicking up in me, right?
Pause, nigga. Pause. But Goat is the one you want to work for. This motherfucker. All right. Okay.
I know you fucking lying.
Goat says you can smoke on the job. Ghost said you can smoke on the job.
Smoke it on the job. You know what I'm saying?
We do
That's
not
what.
condone anything Ghost say. Nothing.
Ghost,
I know she know that
Ghost
don't make
said the
no
doctor
sense.
gonna be out there smoking. He said it's cool for the doctor to smoke.
She is Ghost is special.
She is very special. Very special.
She's a, what is she? Is she a millennial or a Generation X?
No, I think she's
Well,
not X.
She's
You
not
mean
X.
Z?
She's X. Yeah, she may be Z. She's not a millennial. She's Z.
Interesting.
Oh, Jesus,
Interesting.
Lord have mercy.
We gonna. Oh, you want? That's what you want?
No, we Generation X.
I don't know what we call it. I don't know.
We X.
I'm Generation X.
We all X. Everybody right now, we X.
Oh, okay. All right, I'll rock with it. If that's what y'all say,
Our generation is responsible for a lot of stuff to make this world move forward.
Interesting. I want to change the pitch up, but I'm gonna play a quick I'm gonna play a quick clip first, and you tell me what y'all think. Again, Shy has the floor. So here is what we talked about. Something meaningful. Here we go. Let's go.
I apologize to everybody. Everybody that would accept my apology, I apologize to everybody who would accept my call. I apologize to.
That's
you
gross.
just think anybody who I was dissing, I apologize to.
When
you see artists doing that now, do you know exactly what they're going through?
Yes,
I do.
we be like such going through an episode. I can see it because I'd have been through it, and I'm be like I be feeling sorry for them. You know what I'm saying? But because I see the media, they just go with it. Like this person like mad or they being like mean or whatever. But they be like going through something really mental. It be some mental health stuff going on. Do you reach out to any of those artists?
Soldier Boy.
I'm trying to think. Did I reach out? Now I don't do a lot of reaching out because some of them like I feel like they won't be accepting of it. You know what I'm saying? But
because you wouldn't be accepted at that time.
Yeah, that makes
point,
sense.
you can't really talk to them like that. But like my wife say, I wish I could talk to the people that know them to tell them how to help them. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Real.
Yeah.
I try.
Wow. So
yeah, I mean we can sit here and name a few artists that's going through that. I heard somebody in the background say Kanye. I heard somebody say Soldier Boy.
Yeah, definitely. Before we get into it, we got to the show. We brought in our resident licensed therapist, the bull, the man, love him to life, Mr. Kevin English to the show. Welcome to the show, Kevin English. Appreciate
that Bobby?
Can't hear him.
That's Jackson.
Oh, that's Jackson. He called you Bobby though.
Yeah.
But I can't hear him. Is he talking?
He can talk. Can you hear him now? Can you hear him now?
No, if he's in a room, he needs to get to the mic because I don't hear anything.
He's actually on the phone. He's on the phone. He's on the phone. You can't hear him?
Put the phone to the mic.
There's no mic on the phone.
Tell him, ask him, is he on his Bluetooth or speakerphone?
I don't know because they're struggling to hear you for some reason. I don't understand why it's hella
the engineers. The engineers fault. The engineer.
Wow, terrible. Let's try this. Let's try this connection. Can you hear him now? Say something now for us. They still looking like they can't see you or hear you. Nothing. It's just absolutely terrible. I don't know what's going on, but see. Yeah, because I'm changing you from one setting to another setting to see if I can get it to sound any better. But they keep saying that they can't hear. But with that being said, hopefully what you're going to tell us can be recorded so they can hear it back, and I'll relay your message to you because I don't want to waste your time. So the question is more or less is, and if you guys have questions, you can ask me and I'll do the transfer in between. When it comes to mental health and the ideas behind, what people go through, what are some of the signs? Because based on what the clip played with Gucci Mane and Kior, there are certain signs that they look for. So what should a regular individual or another family member look to find in a person that may be struggling from mental health?
So, Bobby, that's a loaded question. And the reason why it's a loaded question is because there are different types of mental illnesses
Hmm.
that can affect people in different ways.
Okay.
So it'll be hard to look for certain signs. So a couple of things that a person can look for is one, mood. So
Okay.
you know certain relatives, you know how they are, you know their demeanor, but if you notice a shift in their mood, whether it's more down or if it's uptick in their mood, if it's if it's more jolly than it used to be normal, if it seems like a little weird, that can be a sign of mental health. You can tell if there are signs that they're more secluded, like if they are by themselves. You can tell by their effects, meaning their facial expressions, if they look, down or those kind of things. First is what you want to look for as far as mood wise. The
Okay.
next thing that you want to do is they might start saying things like, "Hey, do you hear that?" Right now, they may have their own personal experience where they might be having some type of hallucination. And in that case, if they start asking questions like, "Hey, did you see that?" or "Did you hear that?" or if they might be a little paranoid, such as, "Hey, I feel like that this car is following or this person is following and there's no one there." These are different signs that you can look for in family members who may be struggling with some type of medical condition.
Okay. Um, I'm gonna turn the floor over to Brother Smiz. You got any questions that you need to ask, or Shy? You got any questions that you want to ask? The
No, I just need you to relay what he was saying.
All right.
I'd rather go for
So
yeah.
So what he said was, when it comes to signs that you would look for, is basically a loaded question, and depending on what type of mental health that you're actually pertaining to, determines those types of signs and symptoms. But some of the signs that you can kind of look for is mood swings, things of that nature, how they may start talking to themselves, and things of that nature, and saying things that may be a little obscure. And what else did you say?
It was mainly mood, facial expressions.
Facial expressions.
Yeah, notice things that they might say. So whether it's if they're playing on putting the songs on,
Oh, okay.
or things that they speaking, like asking you if you see things that's not there, or if you heard something
Okay.
that can be obscure.
And he's saying that the other signs may be that they're asking you whether or not you're also visualizing things that they're seeing in their own head, like that. So, do y'all have any questions that y'all want to ask? And I'll
Um,
relay it to him.
um, I my thing is holding a lot of things in, and then exploding on, at a certain point. What is that? What could that be?
That is called depression.
He said that's called suppression.
Yeah.
Hmm. And how you deal with that? What's his how he feel? What's his course of dealing with that?
Well, he was getting
What's the
to it,
best?
and he was like, "It depends on what were you saying? Go ahead."
Oh, I didn't know he was talking. My bad.
No, no, you good, you good. So pretty much what that is when you deal with things and you don't have any confidence to be able to
Hmm.
express yourself, you don't feel safe enough to express yourself, or you never was taught to express yourself in a healthy way. Key word is healthy. Um, and how do you deal with that? There are different ways that you can deal with that, which is no right or wrong way, but it's the way that works best for you. You can do it by self-expression, by talking, to someone, like a therapist who is trained and licensed. You can do it in writing in a journal, whether that is doing it in poem form, song form, just being creative. You can get things out in a healthy way from your system. Take that and use that as an outlet
So he says one of the main things that you need to do and to look into doing is having some type of outlet, whether or not that's going to the gym, exercising, doing things that's physical, and that you can release a lot of that tension. Basically, in a nutshell, to find some way instead of suppressing all of that anxiety, everything that you have, whatever you may have that's inside of you, instead of suppressing it, having ways to let it out. What about you, Shy? You got any questions that you want? And he said, and emphasizing all of that outlet in a healthy way, not something where it's like, oh, you want to now, revert to violence. You want to, revert to any type of anger, anything that has any type of, retaliation, or you want to give it out in a positive way, a healthy and a positive way.
I'm just going to address the scenario that we showed the audience, and that was the fact that he was going through a mental health crisis, right? And his wife was the one who jumped in, recognized the signs, and then she first took his phone. And she first, in other clips that we didn't show, she was controlling his access to venting all of his manic behavior and whatever else he was going through. And I don't want to tread into lanes that that I'm not privy to knowing about other people. But what do you do when you know someone is schizophrenic, bipolar, all of this kind of stuff, and they don't want help? What do you recommend a person does in those instances when they realize we are the people who are watching or witnessing this stuff happen, right? And maybe we don't have the ability to take their phone, and maybe we don't have the ability to stop them from doing it. What do we do to, one, protect our peace? Do we just say, hey, I'm reporting this information to the people who can help this person? Because one, this person is not going to listen to me. As a matter of fact, this person, in their mind, I may be the enemy. You know what I mean? So there are so many different scenarios. What do you do? What should you do? Or what's the right thing to do? I don't want you to hurt yourself, even though I know you don't want to listen to me. What am I supposed to do?
Yeah.
I really wish I could hear him.
I know.
Because I hate that he has to repeat it.
Me too, Shaw. Because you
got to get on camera. You would have to get on camera. That's
home,
probably the best thing I would have to that I could say.
I'm dealing with that right now in real life.
You don't have to turn your camera. You don't have to turn your camera on. Yeah. I can send it to you. I can send you the link.
We want to see your face.
Yeah, I don't want to see your
face. And it's okay if he doesn't want to be on camera, but I think we in the audience should be able to hear him, because what I do hear, he is definitely providing
your email address,
great information. And Smizzy, my prayers are to you and your family for if you're dealing with this right now. I can tell you.
Actually, it's a friend of mine. It's a friend of mine, but I mean, he family. You know what I mean? He family.
Right. I can tell you firsthand that's nothing nobody wants to deal with, and it's hard, to see people that you love, that you care about, who you can't fix it. You can't fix it.
Because it's like this. It's like continue. And I hate to be on here. Let me die. It's cool. I'm not.
These are the moments these are the moments when, if you feel comfortable to express yourself, but if you don't,
but I don't want to be talking. I don't want to be here expressing about myself about somebody else. It ain't like I'm talking about me. I'm talking about somebody else. You know what I mean?
Understood.
So I don't want to do
And,
that.
I'm there with you too. You know what I'm saying? So let me just say this. I don't think anyone has been unscathed by mental illness, whether it be your family, your friends, your spouse, your children. It's everywhere, right? So what do we do if we've done all we can do? Do we walk away and turn our backs?
Right. And you
Do we
can't do that.
protect our peace? Sometimes you have to.
Yeah, you're right.
Sometimes you have to. And I know for a fact, trust me when I'm telling you, sometimes you have to.
Well, there you go. We have our resident therapist. Turn your mic on so we can hear you. Unmute your mic. You got to find that. There you go. So can everybody hear him?
Testing 1 2 1 2 1 2.
All
Yeah, I
right.
definitely can hear him. I definitely can hear him. What's up? And good to put a face with the voice finally. Yeah, I mean, what's going on?
Yes,
What's
thank
good,
you.
beautiful people? So Shy, so I'm gonna go back to what you said, and one of the piece that you pointed out was reporting, right? Like, hey, should I report this or report that? And there are different criteria that are needed in order to report someone who is struggling with their mental illness. So if they're just acting strange, in the case of Gucci Man, if he's giving away like a chain, like it's nothing that you can necessarily like report, right? But if it's a situation where, as though, hello,
You
Yeah,
here?
we're
Go
here.
ahead. You got
oh,
the
y'all
floor.
just
That's all.
disappeared.
You got
Okay,
the
No,
floor. That's
cool.
all.
because you're talking, you have the floor. So he has you
Okay,
up.
cool. So, if it's a situation where someone is threatening themselves, or if they are threatening others, then that's definitely something that you want to report to get them the help that they need. Um, so hopefully that is clear. Now you can if they're like a danger to themselves or having psychosis or whatever, again, you can try to take them to um, the psychiatric hospital. But once they get there, it's a whole process that they are further evaluated to see if they need to be committed or not committed. So I just go ahead.
So I'm going to chime in.
Mm-hmm.
Scenario: you take the person to the facility.
Mm-hmm.
You drive into the facility and you're scared because the person is hallucinating. The person is saying people are following us, and you're trying to keep them calm because you clearly can look, because you can look at them and see that they're not even themselves anymore, because these experiences change their outer appearance as well. To in my experience, I feel I've witnessed this, right? So you get them there and you're only there to help. And because they're in a psychosis or having an issue, they still have rights, right?
Right.
And they can tell the doctor,
Mm-hmm.
this person, I don't want them knowing whatever's going on with me.
Mm-hmm.
And then you are removed.
Mm-hmm.
You may know things that they're not even sharing with the doctor,
Mm-hmm.
but you have been removed. And then an hour or two later, they sign themselves out
Mm-hmm.
because they have the right to do that.
Right.
As long as the facility or the facilitator deems them safe, right?
Correct.
But
Correct.
when people are going through these psychosis and all this other stuff, that don't stop them from lying.
Mm-hmm.
That don't stop them from pretending to be okay and they're not. So where are the controls to protect them from themselves? There are none, because as long as they are presenting as they're not going to harm you or anybody else, they're free to go.
Right.
That's the part that it's hard to digest, because you know they need help and you know they are pretending that they're okay.
Or
And
sometimes the medication has them under control.
if they decide to take it. But
if they take
let me chime in real quick, Shad. So even to even to what you're saying, right? Um, a couple different things. One, you are pointing out um how the health system, when it comes to mental health, that that is problematic, and that there are holes that needs to be addressed. Right now, like, we have a system in place that only addresses, again, like safety. As long as you're safe and everything like that, that's the main thing that is prioritized and looked at. There are no, okay, well, maybe they're safe, but there are some other issues. We don't have systems that are really in place to deal with some of the things that you're saying. Okay. In addition to that, what you are also describing is, trying to help someone who may not be in a place yet to want to be helped. And when you're dealing with that, you have to be able to meet people where they are, because once you meet people where they are, then they can get the help that they need. I know that, again, people are affected in different ways. When you are accustomed to seeing a loved one a certain type of way and they are not themselves, that can create grief, you know, of you missing
it's
that
like they
person.
die. It's
Correct.
like they die.
Correct. Correct. And when that happens, the best thing to do is you have to make sure that you're taking care of yourself, right? You have to make sure that you have someone that you can process, what it is that you're dealing with, to better help you deal and navigate these emotions that are, coming up. And one of the things that you will have to do as well, and it is hard, it's not easy, and it sounds easy, is to set boundaries to protect yourself. Because if you don't set those boundaries to protect yourself, you'll continue to end up in a cycle, to where as though you'll continue to end up being hurt.
And you continue to allow them to abuse you. And that's when I was telling Smizzy that sometimes you have to walk away to protect your peace.
Correct, but
And
that's what I'm saying, where boundaries come in at, right? You have to understand and know what those boundaries are. To let this person know, like, hey, listen, when these certain situations happen, I'm not going to be able to assist. I'm not going to be able to help. If you're not ready to, you know, go to crisis and get you the help that you need, I can't be there to support. Whatever that looks like, you have to set boundaries for yourself, so that way you don't continue to be in this vicious cycle that's going to cause you to be hurt.
yeah, I
Well,
so appreciate that. Thank you so much for sharing. I
Mhm.
feel like the mental health crisis in our community has been muzzled. You think about the stories from back in the day. You got the uncle in the bedroom in the back. He's something's not right, but nobody talks about it. You got
Correct.
the grandparent, the cousin, the brother, whoever, the family member who's not right, but nobody deals with that, right? So here we are now witnessing people in the public eye
Mhm.
who are suffering through straight mental health crisis. I know, I can tell because I've seen it before. And I'm not on anybody's team or anybody's side with anything that's going on. But I know that some of these artists are really going through mental breaks. And I feel for them and their families, because who is grabbing the phone? That's why I presented that post with Gucci Mane's wife, right? She saw it and she took the phone away from him. First step. And try, I don't know what other steps they took as a family to get him the help he needed. But then I see other artists who are off the chain on social media, and all of the stuff that they're talking about is insane, right? But in their mind, they really believe this, and nobody is helping them, or they don't want the help. Maybe I should say that. It just
Correct.
frustrates me.
Correct. And also, like, just to add to that, like, you saw a snippet or however long the interview, like was of her giving a breakdown as far as like what it is that she, does to intervene, right? But you don't know like what comes with that intervention.
Right.
You don't know as far as, if he
What else is
is
going on?
yeah, if he's cussing her out, while he's trying to take the phone and everything like that, like you don't know like what's happening while the intervention is taking place. And again, I'm not saying that is happening because I don't know these celebrities. But I just want you to, like be mindful of that. There can also be a certain level of respect that he may have for his wife that he allows her to be able to take the phone, without it escalating too much. With certain
Yeah,
people, if you're in it,
we're using him as an example, but I don't
correct,
like naming names. But there are other
correct,
celebrities where their wives couldn't maintain or handle that at all, right? So they were just out there showing out. Or there
hmm
are husbands of celebrities that are dealing with their behavior, or I don't know, you know what I mean? So it's just that what do you do as a bystander and or a relative of someone who is going through this? Like you said, your boundaries have to be set. You report behaviors that may be life threatening to them or others.
hmm
You you protect your peace. You make
hmm
sure that there's so many things that you can do, but then there's just that backup, the backup you need to get them help. Just like the people who are out there in Kensington who are on drugs so bad, they so hooked on this stuff, right? They got family too. And a lot of them are suffering from having a mental illness, and then you're medicating yourself with a drug to kind of help yourself through whatever you're going through. It's like, it's just sad. I'm losing my words right now, because you can't help people who don't want help, if I could just
that
say that.
that's a fact. And with that, you have to deal with acceptance, right? You know, and that's the hardest part, because you want to change. You feel like, hey, if I just try hard enough, or if I try this, or if I try this, like this is going to be the thing that's going to help this person, like to change. At the end of the day, the person has to want the change for themselves. If they don't want it for themselves, or if it's not something that's like, what, hey, I do need a change, then there's not anything that any person can do that is going to make that person change.
Yep.
That's very, very true. Very true.
Yeah.
And then
I mean,
you, as the person who cares about them, in so
Mhm.
many words, in so many ways, you have a funeral for them in your
Correct. But
mind,
but that's
because
that's the part.
you can't fix this.
Correct,
let,
Shy, but
let
that's
me
the part.
let me ask you this. I don't mean to cut you off. When she say we should just let them go and just stop dealing with them, how you feel about that? Like just cutting people off, people that you care about and been dealing with for 30 years, damn near 40 years.
I didn't say cut
So
everybody off. I'm
No, not
saying,
not every not I'm not I'm just paraphrasing, but just certain, if you need to get rid of, I mean, and I agree with getting rid of people in your life. Everybody don't have to be or deserve to be in your life, but somebody that you care about and you, like you said, you just fed up and you just like, man, I'm done. You know what I mean? Like you said, that's a protection for yourself.
correct, but to me, I think you'll have to define what that cutoff looks like. It doesn't have to be a straight, cutoff. Speaking with you, I'm giving you the cold shoulder, like don't
No,
don't say nothing to me.
well,
You
not that,
know,
not
That's
that.
the
It's just
that's
like
the
if
kind of
I see
cutoff.
you, not that. If I see you, I'm gonna give
co-
you that and show you love. But we not hanging out. You know what I mean, we not doing the things we used to do, like shit like
correct,
that. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I mean,
correct. Again,
it's all love, but sometimes you just got need space, man. You just need space. And like you said, I've been harboring shit, so I already know. But I ain't gonna go into my thing all heavy. But yeah, When the time is right,
He want
everything the
to.
ice is broken.
He want to. He
I want
wants
to,
to.
but I'm not gonna do it here though. I'm not
And
gonna
I
do it here.
get that. And like I said, like do things that makes you feel comfortable in a time and space that you're comfortable in doing because you forcing yourself where you uncomfortable with doing it, it never comes out right and you never get to the point that you really want to
I
make.
mean,
You know what I
me
mean?
even saying something, me even mentioning it right here, right now
That's a step.
is progress for me. You know what I mean? I
Hell
already
yeah.
know that. So
Hell yeah. I mean, as I have talks with him and he, collaborates with me, honestly, I know, he couching me for real, for real. I know he really couching me. And I can feel it. And I can feel his little pen writing down little stuff and remembering things that I said. But he know how I feel about therapy, man. But I mean, to each his own. And I think everybody should have that. The best thing that you said is I think that everybody should have an outlet when it comes to harboring any type of feeling
Healthy,
emotions.
healthy,
Healthy, healthy,
healthy,
healthy.
healthy,
healthy.
healthy. But I'm gonna say, man,
Yes,
certain, like my outlet, whether you call it healthy or not, one of my outlets when I'm depressed, when I'm stressed, and I'm going through stuff, I like to get on the game and I kill people. I kill people on that game all day. I'm not gonna say that that's the best thing to do, but to me, that's something that I can release that tension healthy.
but
You know,
that's a healthy uh that is a healthy outlet. The only concern that I would have is, when you start like, like
acting
being
on
in
it.
yeah, you start acting on it, or you having thought
Olivia,
like,
you are so right.
yeah,
processing the
so
emotion.
like, so that's the only thing that, be my concern. But if you can compartmentalize, hey, this is just a video game. I'm getting some frustration out. Cool. Um, oh man, so much stuff was said. Can you go back to to Olivia post what she mentioned?
She said it's really hard when someone you love keeping these boundaries. It can become difficult. Just standing by watching them destroy themselves is hard.
It's hard.
Absolutely,
It's hard.
absolutely. But this goes back to taking care of yourself, right? And taking care of yourself can look different, for different people. For me personally and everything like that, it is figuratively sitting on somebody's couch and everything like that. I've been in therapy since 2017. And when you mentioned Shy, the whole thing about, like it's hush about mental health or whatever. One of the things that I always try to do, I always try to put out, I try to normalize, mental health. I try to normalize therapy, and if you share your story to say, hey, I've been in therapy has helped me, it normalizes like, oh, like he seems like he's okay. He's going to therapy, whatever. Like it helps. You was going to say something, Shaw?
No, I'm just raising my hand because therapy does help. I have been going to therapy on and off for several years. And sometimes, if I need to, I may do a group session, right? So you have a bunch of people online and
Absolutely.
you all are talking. Now, usually in group, I will say this about group, there's always like one or two people who kind of monopolize that hour because their issue is coming forth and the therapist is kind of focusing and dealing with them unless they reroute the conversation and make it more simple. But we as a community, I'm only going to speak about the people I know. We as a community, we have forever been a community who just push stuff under the rug, whether it be a mental health issue, an abuse issue, a sexual abuse issue. All these issues we push under the rug. And then when that stuff explodes, right? Here we are with confetti all over the floor of broken emotions and people who are just, you can't fix them, right? You don't know what to do. So I just say therapy is a good thing. Don't be afraid or ashamed to talk to somebody. We love each other and we all think we know a little bit about everything, but we're not licensed therapists, right? So if I go to anybody here outside of you, anybody here,
Well,
you're not
I play
going
a
to be able
therapist on
to.
TV. I do play a therapist on
And
TV.
I play a lawyer. However,
there you go. There you go.
however, and a therapist. I am Dear Abby.
I'm a superhero. I'm a superhero. You know what I'm saying? And you know what
All
I'm
I'm
saying?
saying is for whoever can hear us.
And a terrorist.
There's nothing wrong with yeah, we're not co-signing that. There's nothing wrong with therapy. Seek it if you need it. Be and it's okay if you don't want to tell anybody. Just take a moment and find someone you can talk to outside of your circle. Because your circle, as much as they care for you or whatever, they got their own issues. They can't guide you. You got to get a neutral person, a neutral professional to talk to you about what's going on in your life. And it's important. So I thank you so much today. And I would like to volunteer that you come on once a month to
here
talk
we go.
with us and to bring topics to the table. Because
Bobby gonna have to pay me.
Damn.
People, what he say?
He said I gotta pay him. That's what he said.
Okay, well, what you need? Because I could cook.
Damn.
I can dig it.
I heard
and
that.
I'm
like to eat. You like to eat too.
We right now we don't have no budget. We don't have no budget. But maybe once a quarter. I don't care. Whenever you can come on and just share a little bit of knowledge for a few minutes. You don't have to do the whole show. I think it would be helpful. Because we as a community need it. And right now, everybody in the world, we are all suffering from PTSD because of the climate that we're in, right? Without going down that road, everybody is emotionally unstable to some degree and shaky. Let me say that. We got people losing their jobs just because somebody got a issue. You got children who will not get their benefits coming in November. You got all this stuff that's going on. And people need a safe place to share those emotions.
I heard that.
And we will find a way to send out help. We need to all of us as a group, we need to look in our communities and find food banks and all these other things that people can use, and then we can put it on the show so people will know where they can go to get some help.
Okay.
Well, we come to that part of the show.
We appreciate you coming on. But let me do the picks real quick while we're here.
Oh, wow. Here we go.
It's real quick. And I had a tally from last week. I already got it, but
wait, I was getting ready to say you need to tell us.
No, we on time right now. We're gonna go. I got it already, but we ain't only one person did good last week.
Hold on, real quick. So y'all don't need me no more. I'm good.
Yeah, you are great. We appreciate you coming on.
Thank you so
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for coming on. Till next time. Thank you, therapist English, Mr. English, and all that good stuff.
Peace out, y'all.
Peace
All
out.
right, yeah. All right, we got the Bills and Carolina.
We got let's get it popping. The Bills and Carolina. Circle back to me on that one.
All right, well, I'm going with the Bills.
Okay.
Why are they playing where the Bills play?
No, they playing in Carolina.
In Carolina.
I'm gonna go with the Bills.
That don't matter, Shy. That don't matter.
It do matter sometimes.
Not in this one. We got the Niners and the Texans.
Ooh, wow, that's a good.
I'm going with us.
Wow, that's a good one. Oh man, I think I gotta go different, man. I like y'all struggles, but y'all missing quite a few weapons. So I'm gonna go with them Texans, man. I'm gonna go out on a limb with them Texans right there.
I'm gonna go with the Texans too.
This is where you're wrong. Okay, good pick. But this is where you're wrong. Our players are starting to come back. We got about 4 or 5 players back last week. So it
doesn't matter.
Okay, you ready? You ready for the Carolina and Bills? Give me the Carolina and Bills.
I'm gonna go with the Bills. I think they got too much firepower for the Carolinas right now. They've been doing pretty good, but I don't trust the young bull behind center.
We got Cleveland and New England.
Wow, that's a trap game. That is a trap game.
I'm going with Cleveland.
That you want to go that, but man, That Drake May is looking kind of hot down there. So I'm gonna go with New England. Let's go with New England. Let's go.
Who? Wait a minute. New England
and Cleveland, the Patriots. The Patriots and the Browns.
The Browns.
Well, I don't like their uniforms.
You don't like who uniforms?
The Browns.
What? When they wear
That's
that
that
all
brown
white,
and orange. They wear brown and orange.
but when they wear that all white, that thing crazy. But anyway,
Wait, can I get their records real quick before I make a decision?
I don't know that offhand, but the Patriots record is better than Cleveland. I can tell you that. And
I'm gonna go with New England.
And they playing in New England.
I'm gonna go with New England.
All right. We got the Giants and the Eagles.
The rematch. I gotta go Eagles this time. I gotta.
I'm going to Eagles too. I'm still going Eagles.
I can't see them running it back on them twice. I really can't. I'm not.
Eagles mad over that. Eagles mad over that.
They real mad over that one. They real mad over that one. Yes.
You know I'm going with the Eagles, so I don't even know why we talking about it.
All right. And the last one is the Dolphins and the Falcons.
I am not fucking with those Dolphins. I'm not doing it. I'm not picking them. They are dysfunctional. They turned on their coach. Their quarterback is turned on the team, and they've lost the cheetah. So I'm going to. Tua might even get benched this week, man. He throw another pick, he might get benched.
I'm going with the Atlanta.
I'm going
I'm going with the Falcons. I don't even know who the Dolphins are.
Wow.
Miami.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know them. I don't know none of them.
I don't know none of them. I don't know none of them.
We'll have to get with Goat at a later date.
We'll get with her later.
Can you tell us how bad we did last week? Do you have that?
I don't. It's in the car. I don't have it, but we didn't do well. Only one person did well.
That's fine. You need to be fined.
Yes, he does.
This is your baby. You supposed to have.
I don't have my work. It's in the car.
I hear you. I'm still fining you $5.
I
got $5 on it.
Fine him $5. What do you say?
Either way, I don't give a damn what you think you are entitled to.
Wow.
I really can't stand y'all. I love y'all, but I swear to God, I can't stand y'all asses.
I like you, man. You lie a lot.
I ain't do nothing.
Who you calling a liar? Don't start that. Don't come over here and start.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
I love this part.
Man, you want me to flip your fucking chair over? Huh? And stomp your mouth? Because that's the only thing that's moving. You want to lose that?
He said, stomp your mouth.
He asked
that. You know what makes that funny? Because he really said that. He really said it.
Exactly. He asked that nigga a question. He asked him, you want to lose that?
He is the one I wish I would have met before he passed.
Wow.
Just
definitely.
to be in his presence and hear some of his stories.
Wow. Well, you know what time it is. It's been a moment. It's been
By the way, before you stop, we haven't played one game, and just so you know, I've noticed it.
We were having in-depth conversation.
I won the last game anyway.
This
I
was
won the last game
night.
anyway.
No, you
don't want to play.
No, you didn't.
Damn. This was grown folk time. We left the kiddie stuff at home tonight. You know what I'm saying?
True.
This was refreshing tonight to really, get in our grown folk bag. So I'm cool with that, man. But at that time, let's keep it grown, man. Let's keep it grown.
I will say this before we end. If you need help, seek help.
Definitely.
If you want to talk to somebody and you don't feel comfortable talking to your family, it's okay to talk to someone else, a professional, not one of your friends who's going to support you even when you're wrong. You need to go and get some help. It's out there. For people who are dealing with folks who have mental health issues, do not burden yourself with the weight of the world when they don't want the help. I know it's hard. I know it's hard. Trust me, I know. But protect your peace when people don't want help. And that's all I gotta say.
That's all you got to say. I heard that. I heard that. Brother
There's a couple
Smith,
what we doing?
we doing what you thankful for.
You said you
Oh
got a
man.
couple birthdays coming up.
No, it's a couple people birthdays. I can't remember though. But that's all right. But anyway, I'm thankful for this day, every day. You know what I mean? Thankful for y'all again. I'm thankful for my wife and my family. You know what I mean? Just thankful, man. Just thankful to be able to, spread our joy again. Hear my voice again. Hear y'all voice. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Oh, and thanks for the young for Bobby for coming on. Jackson, good looking out, Jackson.
Thank you,
That was
Jackson.
yeah, I mean
Thank
that
you,
was
It was
real.
bro.
so
That was real.
refreshing. I'm so excited. I mean, I'm just like mad that he wasn't on there from the beginning and we up there trying to
Yeah.
listen to him and all that. But
You should have
yeah.
gave him the
You
link from the
blame me
rip.
for all that. Huh? That's what y'all want to do. That's what it sounds like.
No, but no, it worked out. It worked out like
It
it should have
definitely
though.
worked out, and I would love a clip to forward to my social media. So please
Yeah, because
send
he
it to me.
said some he said some stuff
I
that
want to share. I want to
I'm
share
going
what we
through.
discussed.
Well, again, like I said, sometimes you got to take advantage of the moment. I know at times it can be uncomfortable, being vulnerable in certain ways or whatever, but sometimes, when you feel that urge to say certain things, you got to run with it, but definitely do it at your own pace and at your own time, man. You know what I mean? And definitely, if you want to, man, we can set it up. You can book a consultation with him and have a sit down if you feel comfortable with him, because that's what he does. So definitely,
Yeah, I need to know what insurance he take though.
definitely, we'll
Exactly.
definitely set that up. Yeah, definitely, we'll set that up, man.
I need
I
to
am
know.
thankful.
I'm not ashamed. I always want to go talk to somebody because the voices in my head, they be getting out of control sometimes. I ain't gonna lie.
I bet they do that. Look in your eyes sometimes when you be looking straight ahead and that one eye just like turns sideways a little bit. I gotta be like, yeah, you need to go see some help. But I want to say again, I want to say that
That's the artist in him always trying to pick me apart because I do got one eye that be acting a little crazy. I do. I got one of my eyes. I don't know which one it is, but one of them be lunching.
He says she don't know which one it is.
Not right now. I don't
figure
know.
out which one it is.
But one of them be lunching.
Figure it out.
And guess what? He told me this years ago. Like when he went back in South Philly when we was living in the same house. And he was like, "You got that Heather Headley John." And I said, "Nigga, what you talking about?"
What?
I'm sorry. I said, "What you say? What did you say about me?" He said I had Heather Headley John, and my eye was, doing some other stuff.
Well, if you remember it, fine. I don't remember.
You used to be on stuff, so you don't remember, but I do.
Yeah,
you
definitely. That reefer was bad back in them days.
I don't smoke, and I never did. So let's be clear. He's talking about him.
That reefer was bad. But again, I want to be clear that I'm thankful for, man, every day, man. As many challenges that come my way, the fortitude to be able to, withstand that, man, and stay strong, stay positive, not fall into my depressional state, man, so deep that I can't get out of. That takes a lot. I am definitely blessed. God has given me a lot of tools to stay above water. So, you know what I mean? I'm thankful for that, man. We got any should we do what we need? Should we do what we need to do? Should we do it? You want to do it? Let's go. Let's do it then. It's time for some last words, man. It is time for some last words. So here we go. And today, I want to talk to you tonight about something we all need, but forget to prioritize: help and self-care. We live in a world that constantly celebrates the hustle. We're told to push harder, go faster, and handle everything on our own. But this mindset is a trap. It tells us that seeking help is a sign of weakness and that taking a break is a luxury we haven't earned. This couldn't be further from the truth. The truth is, seeking help is an act of courage, not surrender. It's a declaration that you value your well-being more than false image and self-sufficiency. It can be asking a colleague to look over a document, telling a friend you're having a tough week, or seeing a professional when the weight feels too heavy. Help is a resource, and smart, strong people use the resources available to them, and that brings us to the most vital person you need to take care of: you. Think of it in this way: your body and mind are your most essential tools to navigating life. If you don't maintain your tools, they will break. If you don't take care of paws, a life will force one on you. So I ask you today to give yourself permission to ask for help when you need it, and permission to take care of yourself so you can be resilient, capable person you already are. Because when you take care of yourself, you are not being selfish, you're making an investment that allows you to show up better for your work, for your family, for your friends, and most importantly, for your own life. Thank you. There are particular settings or audience that you had in mind for this. Reach out to them and talk to them. So that is your last words. We got any shout outs before we get out of here?
I want to shout you all out, y'all. I want to shout Mr. English for sharing his knowledge. I want to shout out to anybody who can hear my voice, who needs help. Please don't be ashamed to get it. It will change your life. And those are my shout outs.
You got any shout outs, Brother Smith, before we get out of here, man?
Oh, my cousin Kim. Today is her birthday. Big cuz, happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
That came right to me, Tom. That's my baby too. Big cuz Kim. That's about it, man. Sharp neck, nigga. Sharp neck,
nigga. I want to shout out to the GOAT. She wasn't here today, but we miss you, mind, body, and spirit, man. We appreciate you, man, and we see you next time, man. You know what I mean? When it's all said and done, man. Shout out to y'all for doing y'all damn thing. Shout out to all the listeners, all the viewers, and everybody that tuned in and turned up. And definitely shout out to therapist Kev for coming on the show today in his busy schedule between clients. We appreciate you, man, for that, man. Definitely shout outs to y'all, man. So with that being said, man, you know what we gotta do, man. We gotta get up on out of here because old folks gotta go to sleep. It'd be too late for us. We holding on.
I'm about to watch the Sixers on.
Oh, he about to watch the Sixers. Them Sixers about to watch.
And he's sipping, so let's not forget that.
He what?
He's sipping.
Yeah, he definitely.
Not no more. I'm done.
He done.
Look he just sipped out, so you know he groovy.
Yeah,
he groovy.
Yeah, he definitely. He always.
I'm about to go watch the game. I'm chilling, y'all.
Who they playing? Who the Sixers playing?
Boston.
Boston?
Ooh, yes, that's a good game.
They started with Boston. I don't know where they at. I don't know if they uptown or they wherever they at.
Yeah, I don't know where they are either.
But it doesn't matter. We'll see how that turns out tomorrow on ESPN. But with that being said, man, till next time, man, love y'all. And if you ain't got to do nothing else, definitely mind your motherfucking business, man. NYFB, and it stands for freaking out of here. Let's go. Peace out.